Brock Beard, frontstretch.com. I had a question about, since now we've worked through this first part of the season, and we've been to one of all the different kinds of tracks with the rear spoiler, and now we're going with the rear spoiler at the road course.
Doesn't make any difference.
Didn't make any difference at
No.
all? Okay. That answered my question.
I knew it would.
Come up here to the front. Mark Milton from Sun FM here in town. It seems like the road course driving issue is it seems like it's an issue of compromise. If you want to become a great oval racer, it seems like you can't practice road course racing. And that's why you have some specialists coming out here for just this road course race. Do you have to kind of compromise practicing being a road course driver in order to become an oval racer? And does that make courses and races like this in Watkins Glen kind of a drag for some drivers?
I think it depends on if you want to be an oval racer, you go oval racing. If you want to be a road course racer, you go road course racing. The cool thing about our series is we add 2 road course races to the schedule, which I like. I've always enjoyed it. I don't think it's a matter of it's a lot of it's just logistics. We don't have a lot of time to spend. You got to think about the percentage of time that you spend at the racetrack. And 36 races that we run a year, we run on an oval. Twice we run on a road course. So how much time would you spend on the road course races for 2 shows that aren't in the chase? So that's why you see it that way.
Tony, Mike Finnegan, Infineon Raceway. Being that you've been here several years, what seems to be the hardest section of the track for you to negotiate or just try to say, I just can't get that nailed down yet?
I think every year it changes. It seems like as the technology changes, you always end up fighting a different spot on the racetrack. It seems like from the time that we leave till the time we come back, we work on a certain area and try to make it a little better there because that's where we felt like we were weak. And then you come here and then it's a different quarter that you're struggling with. So I'm not sure that it's ever just one particular section or one particular corner of the track. You're always looking and saying, where am I the weakest? And you try to work on that. And then when you get that fixed, even if you've picked everything up, there's still a corner that's your weakest corner, then you go to work on that one. So you just focus on whichever one it is that particular weekend. The conditions change, the technology changes, everything changes, and so you're constantly in a stage of having to adapt to it.
Dick Sisich, Electronic Media Group. Tony, is the change between qualifying setup and race setup more on a road course than it is on an oval? And if so, how big is that difference?
I don't think it is. I think it's I don't know for sure, but I would say if I had to guess, it's probably a little bit less. A lot of it's just air pressure of trying to make the tires be at their peak for one lap versus trying to make them last good for 33 or 35 laps. So your balance pretty much is going to stay the same. You're not going to make up the big differences like you would make up on an oval in 2 corners. So I don't think it's that much different, really.
So it's not as critical.
I don't think the change is that much different. It's every bit it's critical, but I don't know that it's that big of a change.
Jay Hardy, Sports again. You just sort of were talking about, the focusing of the races, not necessarily because one's not in the chase. Would you be in favor of adding a road course to the chase? And would that be a more of a testament or a test to overall driver skill to have a race like that?
I'm still trying to get them to put a dirt race in the chase, so that's going to be my focus before I worry about getting a road course in the chase.
But would you be in favor of that?
I'd be in favor of getting a dirt race first. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Dude, I've answered that question every year that we've come here, and you're still asking the same stupid question. So, yeah, it's the same thing as I said last year when somebody asked me the same question about it. My opinion didn't change.
Would it be a better
Who knows? I don't know. Who cares? I don't have opinions. I just want to go drive my race car. That's all I want to worry about. I don't want to worry about theorizing. I don't want to even have opinions. My opinions end up getting me in trouble because of you guys. So it's easier for me to not have opinions. It's easier for me just to go drive my race car and enjoy my day doing that.
Tony Scott Rocks from KSBY Sonoma. As a car owner, when do you have to step back if your technicians are telling you, we've got to do this and we have to do that, and you're going, no, I'm not opening the purse up to that this time? When do you draw the line between when your crew's telling you we have to do something and being a team owner?
It's easy. I've never even had to have that discussion with them because they always know that they've got to do what they have to do, and so my job at the racetrack's to be the driver, and they're the crew chiefs and the engineers, and we go from there. I mean, they know that that's their job, and my job strictly at the race weekend is just to drive the race car. So I let them do what they do. They don't tell me to drive. I don't tell them what to do with setups.
We'll check upstairs one last time. Any questions?
No question.
All right. Last question over here.
I don't know. You have to go back and look at all the notes from other press conferences.
Thanks a lot, Tony.